back to TEW 2016, the branding solution, and we are here on Shockwave, and we only have 2 more shows until WrestleMania, and the pre-announced shows are going to be Maxx finally getting his hands on Drew McIntyre, and Kenny Omega must defend his Cruiserweight Championship against the former champion, Hideo Itami. But first, the pre-show. So we have Okada and the Bucks picking up a win. Austin Aries. Again, this is a not too good rate of pre-show matches. What's going on? We're back down, going towards where we probably should be. But the club pick up a win. Both the club and the Bucks are in the tag team title match. I gave Will Ospreay another win, as I'm trying just to bolster my cruiserweight divisions to be more creditable, as I've had most of them on the card and not done much with them. We then gave Ricochet and Toza victory. Again, you can see their improvement in performance, so they could be ready for more entertaining cruiserweight matches, maybe more storylines. We gave John Cena a match on the pre-show against Marty Scurll, just to see what Scurll can do against a huge name, and 72 ain't too shabby. The Lucha Dragons, it's a bit of pushing a tag team and a bit of pushing some cruiserweight, so yeah, good stuff here, good stuff all round. And we have just a throwaway match, not good. Zack Sabre Jr. picked up the win. It was pretty much the remaining cruiserweights facing the NXT lot. Bit of a mix and match really going on here. Rhino was the star of the show, and Zack Sabre Jr. got some form of injury. That sounds like a cut, but we'll see. We're into the main show now, and AJ Styles comes out and says, all this year I've been carrying this company. I've been the champ. And I may have lost that, but at WrestleMania, I'm going to show John Cena just how good of a champ I was, and how much of a champ he will never be. Which brings up Cena to cut back, so I may have lost one match to stop me getting a title match. That doesn't mean I can stop. I ain't going to be able to stop you, indie darling, coming into my show, running my company. Which brings up Brock, who's like, Cena, I threw you around like a rag doll, and you got a lucky pinfall. At WrestleMania, you won't get that chance. And then comes out Orton, who continues his, I'm putting it in as heelish, because I don't want to put it in too early, but a potential heel turn for Randy Orton. But saying, telling Brock that just be careful who you're afraid of. You may well be the beast, but I am the Viper. So these two, Styles and Lesnar, along with Bobby Roode, will be facing Cena and Orton, with Cody Rhodes in a 3-on-3 at WrestleMania. So good start to the show. We then have the Briscoe brothers, the tag team champions, having a match just to show off their abilities. They get a nice 72 rating, which I'm actually very happy with. And they cut a promo on the tag teams about how they're going to make sure that they stay the tag champions, and all of the club and the Bucks, they can work together, but they're never going to beat them. We then hype this Oblivion match, Drew McIntyre match. I've done a bit of hyping on this because I feel like I want this to be like one of my main events of the show. And then just a shorter match. Apollo Crews defeats Pentagon Jr. This is just continuing on the storyline we've created with Apollo not quite in anything, or Pentagon Jr. being the only good heel cruiserweight I've got all of my faces. So yeah, I want to make him look good against the bigger names, slightly bigger names. We then have an interview segment with Punk and Paul Heyman talking about their upcoming match, or his upcoming match with Rusev. We get the usual what you expect. So I've beaten Styles, I've beaten your boy Lesnar, I'm sure I could beat this little Bulgarian chappie, trying to be a bit condescending, as Punk would be. In our Cruiserweight title match, Kenny Omega beats Atami to retain. Actually, quite a good match. A C+ for a Cruiserweight match. We are going in the right direction here. So yeah, happy with that. Omega continues. And he's confronted by the rest of the division. Like Tozer, Swan, Ricochet, Ospreay, Zack Sabre Jr. and TJ Perkins. All designed just to hype the Cruiserweights. When I moved back to see Oblivion Maxx cutting a promo about Drew McIntyre, so he took months off my career, and I'm going to make sure I can take the years off his. He will never be the same once I've finished with him. And then we move into a tag team match. We have our European and US champions, Cole and Nakamura, versus Cesaro and Sandow. It's sort of a tease of potential matches here. Nakamura is on fire after his few matches with Cena, who's pushed him right up the card, as did Adam Cole. Cesaro is always great. Sandow took the pin, considered the weak link of this match. Slightly disappointing, but a great match. We then follow up with Tyler Breeze, Braun Strowman attacking Adam Cole, trying to send a message to the European champion. And we put Braun Strowman in a squash match over Devon, just keeping him moving forward. He's improved again, which is good. Rusev then cuts a promo saying that next week, Punk, me and you will sign this contract. It will be official. Your Bulgarian brute will be the next Shockwave World Heavyweight Champion. We're keeping that simple. We jump into Oblivion match Drew McIntyre. When Oblivion match got disqualified for Rage Attack, just wouldn't stop beating Drew McIntyre down. After the 5 count, Drew McIntyre picks up, stayed undefeated since I started pushing him again. And another C+, I'm happy enough with that. And then Max just wouldn't let go, wouldn't stop beating him, and eventually puts him through the announce table, sending his final message. To which Shane books a no disqualification match for the week before WrestleMania. I can't put it on the WrestleMania card, I don't think it's got enough heat. And I don't think I have space either. I want them to have one match before Mania, just on the go-home show, to potentially cut off any of me being forced to use this big names in matches. We continue our little Hart Dynasty push. We brought the crowd down with this win over the Primetime Players. Yeah, they need new gimmicks already, which is disappointing. We then cut backstage to John Cena and Randy Orton, looking at Cody Rhodes, saying how Randy Orton was the one that brought him through to the next level, and John Cena knows that both of them are capable of doing what they need to do. It's a bit of a pep talky promo, where they're nearly all on the same level, but not quite. And our main event, a bit disappointing, but I took a bit of a risk again. Cody Rhodes and Orton, who I hoped would be a great tag team, it turns out they weren't. Defeat AJ and Bobby Roode when Bobby Roode takes an RKO. I've kept this for that reason. They've continued to improve, which is happy. And then we move on to Brock Lesnar just annihilating Randy Orton, sending him a message after all the messages Orton's been attacking him. These two are really going hammer and tong against each other. If we get an 80, we'll be lucky. We got a 70 now, so yeah, okay. We're going in the same direction. I can't just keep putting Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk in the main events of some sort to drag popularity up. We have to move them forward slowly. So we'll head back to the main screen and read the news. And we are back to the main screen. Let's check some news. I reluctantly given him a pay per appearance match contract. I won't be using him as much. Natty, we will be getting a new contract. And that's it. He's had 3 warnings. I don't care. Don't use him. He's getting fired. I don't mind. Brother Ray's unhappy. I don't care. That's about 5 times that's popped up. All my people are moving. So that's good. I better renew Nikki Bella's contract. We kinda need her, as the women's division is already quite small. They're all turning into this. I don't like this new little contract thing they keep popping up. So yeah. How bad is this? I don't know what that means. Injury wise. He's working for it. Great. That doesn't help at all. And CM Punk don't like Tyler Breeze. Interesting. Let's see if it tells me more here about this injury. Otherwise, I think we're done for this show. Quite good. Medical. Oh, just a 5-day thing, so he isn't actually going to miss anything. But that's it. The show is complete. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back with Raw next week. And then we are really getting into the WrestleMania rundown. Thank you for watching.